What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Metaphor ReFantazio. I know. Oh my gosh, AJ, you're actually doing commentary. Yeah, I know. Things have been hectic lately. That's the best way I can phrase it. I'm finally kind of getting into a rhythm with the new job. Absolutely loving it. By the way, if anybody was curious, absolutely love the new job. Love the team I'm on. I'm doing simple work, which oddly enough, really not anything to do with really actual work on a computer. But I really love prepping cables and all this work in the warehouse and everything. You know, maybe I want to move up and do something a little more complicated down the road. But for right now, I'm having a lot of fun. I love the people I work with. Everything's great. So I'm really pumped. It's kind of one of those feelings. It's like, holy shit, is this what having a job that you love and really like doing, going in every day, is that what this feels like? Because I haven't felt that way in a long time. It's really cool. So sorry, I was just gushing for a moment there. But no, just things have been hectic. Things have been busy. Just because I start at 7 a.m. on the job site, but that's 6 a.m. for me here at home, and it's about an hour to get there, so I have to leave by 5 in the morning, meaning I have to be just the amount of times that I can work on the channel on work days is low, and I didn't have a backlog of stuff ready to upload, and it's been a whole thing. So I've been rushing, just trying to get as much as I can for you guys while I can do it. So I was planning on using this weekend to try and kind of catch up, but sadly, I got called in to work. Well, technically, it was can you guys work this weekend? And just based on my hours, I couldn't do it today, but I'm going in tomorrow. So I'm working on my Sunday. So, yeah, everything's, but as long as I'm not called in next weekend, I should have maybe a 3-day weekend or something to do. So it's a whole thing. So again, essentially what I'm saying is I'm probably going to upload this video today, and then for the rest of tonight is I'm going to try and just get as much recorded and done ahead of time as I can, so that I can actually upload and all that stuff throughout the week. Does my brain sound fried to anybody? Yeah, because it kind of is. My hand hurts too. I popped a blood vessel in my hand yesterday. Which you'd think, oh, AJ, what were you doing when you did it? Oh, I was trying to walk underneath a blocked off part of our... Oh my god, I just touched a really sensitive spot in my knee. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Sorry. It kind of ties into the story. So what I was doing was, we had, they had a blocked off part of our hallway. So they're moving in servers, and which is fine, okay, but it blocks off our storeroom, which is where I was working. So I was leaving our storeroom trying to get lunch, and everything was kind of backed up for a second and stopped. So they said, yeah, just be careful not to bump into the servers or anything, so go. So okay, so I go, and I'm going under the little kind of block off for the hallway with it's a little plastic barrier, kind of looks like a limbo bar. So I crouch down, I go under it. Well, my uncoordinated ass, as I'm going under it, I'm top heavy apparently. So I start losing my balance forward, and I'm like, and I just take this header right onto a concrete floor, land. The worst of it was my hand, that I popped the blood vessel in the middle of it, and my left knee. I bashed against the ground really hard. Like I said, I got a nasty bruise there, but beyond that, I'm okay. But I just touched a really sensitive portion of my knee, and oh man, it felt like somebody just drove a knife in between the fucking joint.
Let's head there right away.
Oh man. So what are we doing today in this video? Really, we are just kind of hanging out and waiting for the path to let us to go to Brilehaven, which Sounds like a place in a, it sounds like a D&D location. But we're waiting to go to Brilehaven for the next step of the tournament, the race for the crown, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So really, we're just kind of talking to people, just doing the usual, hey, we finished the dungeon, but the deadline is still, but the deadline's still a little ways away, so, we're doing that usual, persona sort of thing of just kind of talking to people, doing side quests, boosting our, what are they called in this game? Royal virtues, and, all that, I'm trying to think if we go into a... Do we go into a dungeon in this video? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. See, I really wish when you buy items from people just kind of like on the side of the street, they don't have like a menu, like a they don't have a menu like the normal shops do. So you kind of have to buy items like one at a time. And I'm sitting here going, I don't want to buy them one at a time. Can I just buy a bundle?
You're not serious. But why?
Interesting. Well then. Greetings.
Why isn't this voiced? I know, I keep yelling this at JRPGs, but I feel like there are sections. Why is it not voiced? You give this character a voice, but you're not using it. I don't get it. I don't know.
Well then.
All right.
But of course. I appreciate it.
I'll ask this question. Do you guys want me to read these, or... I don't know.
Hang on.
Part of this is why I've been, I'm procrastinating on some of the stuff. It's just like, I don't want to read.
Be that as it may.
I still don't get why they call it a tournament when essentially, like I said, I feel like calling it the race for the crown would be better than calling it the tournament for the crown. I mean, but even then, it's not really a race, but I don't know.
Remember those winning strategies I mentioned? Well, the first lesson starts now. I imagine you've led a rather rough life.
He's voicing this. Why was the last section not voiced?
Full of unsavory sorts. That's why if you want to improve your life, you must never show a scoundrel mercy. If you're made a fool, you must pay it back in spades. Kindness is weakness, and the weak get robbed blind.
I'll keep that in mind.
Regard this not as the art of deception, but rather how to steal hearts. The morally sound way, of course. A wise choice.
And now,
Devious schemer, Alonso. Within him dwells the virtue of the faker.
now a.
Thy bond
I
with
thought she
him,
was done.
and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Now an archetype that I have never really used.
I assumed you were but a momentary distraction.
I mean, it's not like I have an issue with it. I've just never used this archetype. Mostly because it's entirely based around buffs, or buffs and debuffs. It's just not my jam.
Who wears the crown next matters little to me. But if it's you, I wager it'll be quite a ride. I'll be heading to Brilehaven after this. Let's meet again there.
Let's go.
All right then.
Thank you, you really helped me out.
Take a look.
Ooh, give me something to do. In the words of Limp Bizkit, give me something to break.
Lovely.
All right then.
That's right, I just quoted Limp Bizkit. Fight me. I don't know why I'm running up here. I think I'm looking for a... I'm looking for a quest or something. Like, was there a quest or something to do up here?
I guess that's the end of it.
Okay, look at the background of that screen, of that little like transition screen. Like, it looks like a big bird's running across, like running behind all the silhouettes. For some reason, my brain is filling in blanks or something. It makes it look like, if anybody knows who knows Kadu from One Piece, was he the head of the Royal Duck Squadron? Was that what? Yes, that's a thing. It's One Piece. Leave it alone. But yeah, he was the duck that was Vivi's duck companion.
Well met.
Oh God. Well, that's what that reminded me of.
Now, where was I?
So, you've acquired it. Do make yourself at home. I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
But yeah, I mean, this is my thing. It's just I'm not a fan of using kind of buff-like or buff kind of characters. This is not my jam.
Really? I found new power.
The idea that turn icons are added or removed at random is kind of interesting, but even then, I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, that's interesting. So he delivers Huh. I forgot about that skill. That's an interesting skill. Deals almighty damage.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
Deals almighty damage, and it doesn't take an MP. That's not bad. I mean, I guess it depends on how much damage it's gonna do. How much damage it's gonna do to make it worth 2 turn icons. So.
I see.
Oh.
New skills, new possibilities.
I can hardly wait. Oh. You'll come again, won't you?
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure if that is study the different archetypes like between your entire crew, or if that means the main character has to himself have unlocked 15 different archetypes.
You have my thanks.
Very good.
Really?
See, I don't get why you let me go into that menu if you won't let me use the oven. Also, benevolent bread is a fun thing to say.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Talking nonsense.
Freedom, I say!
Oh, yeah?
Oh my, how interesting.
So these are actually kind of interesting because you know you get some of the other members of the tournament kind of coming here giving speeches or whatever, and you get to kind of take your time trying to challenge them and make arguments, and I apparently always make the wrong ones. And I want to say this in this guy's defense, he is correct.
Freedom, I say!
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm just saying he's not wrong. I mean, the skeptical guy might be right. Look, I know I'm sounding like, oh, AJ, you're one of those anarchists. You know, all taxation is theft. Look, I don't like taxes. I really don't. I do think that our current that I'm speaking the United States. I don't know what the hell you other countries do, but in the U.S., yes, I have an issue with the tax system. I have an issue with taxes. And you know, I hate this communist gobbledygook that my character's speaking right there. I hate it. No, look, my stance is, look, some taxes are necessary. We need, you know, public works. You know, we need police force. We need to maintain the roads. We need to, you know, the military, defend borders. We need, you know, there is a role for governments. There is a role for taxes. I just think we do too much with both. Does that make sense? I'm not a full-blown, I'm not a full-blown anarcho-libertarian, but the libertarian side of me does say, okay, come on, that's a little too much with the taxes. What's that whitest kids you know sketch where the guy, they're all like, we have freed ourselves from the bonds from the yokes of the system that has oppressed us. You know, they're going like full anarchy, and then the guy from the nuclear power plant comes up and he's like, well, you know, we got to keep an eye on that, otherwise it's going to melt down, it's going to cause a problem. And they're like, well, okay, well, but since you know how to do that, why don't you do that? And he's like, well, okay, that's great, but that means I'm not going to have time to go out and hang out and look at my family, or you know, to get resources for my family. Okay, fine. So we'll make you a shirt that says, if you see me, I'm whoever doing whatever, you know, please give me some of your food. And then they keep going through this huge list, and one of them says, hi, I work with numbnuts at the power plant, give me your food.
Really?
And it all ends up with one of them saying, fine, make me a shirt that says Shirt Inspector, and I'll make sure that they're real shirts. And he's like, that guy sounds like a cop, get him. And then they have to start the process all over again. Long story short is, I'm not that. Like I said, there is a role for all of these things. Doesn't mean that, you know, that we don't go overboard.
And what do you want?
I don't know why that makes me laugh. Did his fish stink?
All right then.
Right.
In this place.
This place. What do you think?
What the hell was that?
Stuff?
No one else hear that? Whoa! Had to take a small break before I picked up here. I had to complete some things for my benefits for the job, all that stuff. So, with my overflowing tolerance.
You. Thank you. And so...
She'd been down for so long. Not that I'd expect her to be a giggling ball of energy after all that's happened, but she seems to feel the need to put on a brave face. Sounds like she's bottling up her emotions. She must be. She's a good girl, but still. There are many who see Grius as a hero who tried to take down a tyrant, but the city has a fair share of Luis supporters. I worry about what would happen if more people find out Maria is his daughter. So I sat her down and very clearly explained to keep the relationship a secret. And she promised oh my god, I cannot read. The poor... This is what happens when I try and read, guys. I can't read.
You.
And that's where you come in. I wanted to ask a favor of you.
Look.
I think the inn suffocates her. Would you mind taking her somewhere to talk? Even if it's all you do is lend her an ear. Whatever I can do to help, leave it to me. Ever the reliable one, aren't you? I have a feeling Maria will open up to you.
You're a big help.
Thank you for doing me this favor. I'll fetch Maria then. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were going for here. But it's too busy for me. Yes. Don't worry, you can tell me anything. Oh, it's just... Never mind. I mean, there's something a whole lot of somethings, but I'm not sure which one to ask first. I heard that would-be assassin used to live around here. You mean the madman who tried to kill Luis? Yeah, him. Can you believe some washed-up mercenary thought he'd be able to take out Luis? Maybe he went mad from hunger. Last thing we need is more guardsmen prowling about because of him. I'll go tell him off. No, wait. Don't do it. They'll find out about Papa. We have to keep it a secret. Tell me more stories of your adventures. The one about places outside of Grand Trad. Maria and I walked around aimlessly, talked about various things. Oh, it's the freak. Please don't scribble there. That's Miss Fabian's house. Yeah, gross. Get away from me. Oh, hey.
Excuse me. Stop.
I'm okay. That was your fault. You had it coming. Yeah, I heard your parents didn't even want you, so that's why a Parpius had to take you in. Yeah, I heard my mom say there's some weird half-blood kid living in some dodgy inn. I bet she was talking about you. Apologize to her now, you little shits. Sorry, I added that last part. Oh, you called me a stupid head? You want to fight?
What bollocks? I'm sorry.
I do feel better when I look at your picture. I know that you're traveling all over and doing your best, mister. That's why I have to do my best, too.
Okay.
I can sense Maria's vigorous determination and unbreakable trust that she's placed in me. Was it true? Nobody tells me the truth about anything. They all just say I'm still a kid. Do they not want to tell me because I'm a kid? They don't want to say it was my fault Papa died? Oh, that's not true. Yeah, I mean, a bad person did it. Luis is a piece of crap. Well, you can't see him because he's dead. I mean, that's kind of hard. Like, you know he's dead. I get it. It's sad, but that's why you can't see him again. I'll visit you again. Oh my god.
By the way,
I blew my nose vigorously when I was taking my break doing paperwork, but oh my god. Sorry if I sound stuffy. I'm trying not to gross you guys out with it. God damn.
What now? What you want to know?
what do you want to do? What do you think?
Oh, am I gonna do this? I'm not sure if I've shown this on the video yet, on this series yet.
Well met, eh?
I don't know why this is super dumb, but I love it.
Worth a try, yeah?
I mean, I just see so many places where this is gonna go wrong. Okay, so let's start with the first problem. That's not a bungee cord. That's just a stiff length of rope. You know, when you hit the ground, you're gonna snap, and like that's gonna cause you some spinal problems. Problem number 2 I have is that the rope that is anchoring you is anchored to the top of that wooden structure, those posts. So that means when you jump, the rope is gonna essentially go slack and slam you into the side of the cliff. It's not going to bounce you out over the chasm. It's going to smack you into the edge of the cliff because there's nothing pushing the what is it, a fulcrum? I don't know. I don't know my engineering terms. But you know, there's nothing like holding the rope out, so you're going to dangle. You're going to slam up against the wall. That's going to also cause you problems with your damaged and or broken spine.
True.
Excuse me.
True.
Right. All right then.
What do you think? Hmm?
Pardon?
Hello there.
No idea what I'm trying to do here. Like I think I'm just killing time at this point. Yeah, because the path opens tomorrow, so.
You're not serious.
Oh, I'm gonna come up here and do this again.
Lovely.
Talking nonsense, you are.
This place.
Gone to shite, this has. Please listen.
Oh, really?
All right.
It's time.
But why?
You're not serious.
Am I coming up here gonna do another speech?
Lovely.
Talking nonsense, you are.
This place.
Oh my god, I saw that rock spinning right there, and my brain was like, why is there a giant balloon?
Please listen.
Yeah, we got level 2 eloquence.
Now then.
There we go. Now we're making progress, guys. We're something.
Eloquence. Why, that's...
Time marches on. and the
Excuse
age of
me,
the new
shit.
king draws
Oh, my
near.
favorite character.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have His Eminence Forden grinding his teeth that, for now, let's enjoy the show!
Right, everyone. Farewell said, particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively
I love his
miniature, man.
voice.
There are plenty of other
Even
places
dreaming,
for
I love
you
his
to
voice.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
sleep. What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
Now then.
So that's where we're on to next. We don't get there in this video because we get stopped along the way. It's a whole thing. And, you know, plus it's a multi-day stop, so you know we'll get there in the next video. But Brilehaven so far is, I think, my favorite location. I really like the design of the city itself, mixed with a lot of the side areas, like, you know, some of the smaller towns that surround it, some of the locations that you can go bounty hunting and whatnot around, like, because it really gets to, I'm trying to think how to phrase this. It really uses the whole teleporting, and, you know, it's like, ooh, okay, you can go here and do the dungeon today, but then stay overnight in the Gauntlet Runner, and then go to another location the next day that's tied to it. It plays around with that a lot more than this location did.
Toward the exhibition of the brave, their destination.
Sorry, I was talking with the voice acting. But you know, like all the locations surrounding the city that we were in this chunk of the game, it was kind of all straight lines out. In this next one, it's a lot of kind of looping areas, so you can kind of chain where you want to go a lot better than you could in the last area, and I think it's really cool. I'm gonna say this too. You'd think that they'd have some sort of like dampening or like shock absorption or something, so everything didn't rattle when the Gauntlet Runner was running. Excuse me, I am sorry.
Now then.
The party sets off for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Oi!
I think there's a bug or something on the over the fire that I think I'm trying to grab, and I keep ending up in conversations with these guys.
Speaking of,
Oh yeah, the bath cask. Lumabee. I love how it says it's meat. No, it's a bug. It is not meat.
What?
I will fight to the death against eating the bugs and living in the pods.
Hey there. Yep.
Ah, relaxing. And that's the bath cask. You get mag from it, and you can also get boost to stats and everything based on what bath salts you use in the bath.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Talking about the tent that he has up there. Can Highsmith fly? Okay, no, I didn't think so. I was like, wait, can he?
Speaking of,
That'd be awesome, but he's just shaped like a bat and has bat hearing. He doesn't have the bat's ability to fly.
all right then.
What's that? Oh, yeah?
Right. All right.
I could have sworn we got attacked by somebody. Or maybe I just hit the... Nope, here it is. Okay. Because I was about to say, I'm like, I remember recording this. I was like, maybe...
Nura speaking.
Okay, never mind. I guess we're not getting attacked. It'd help if I read.
The city ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brilehaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though,
Okay,
they all
that's
seem to scurry
a really cool shot.
gripped by fear.
Why is this not voice acted? Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones. Something wrong, lad? Did the Gauntlet Runner get the best of your stomach again? No, sorry. I was just reminded of something unpleasant. Yeah. Sorry to cause you any concern.
No.
I know what destroyed this village. No doubt about it. This is the work of a human.
Right.
Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right. I don't know if the magla crystals are what attracted the humans here or if the attack was caused by them. My hometown, something, something, something. I make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all the lives within. Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again. Yeah, suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own. Really? It's wisdom?
Yeah.
I feel like tolerance would boost there.
All right.
Hey!
I was saying something earlier, but yeah, essentially it was by the time that we hit this point in the recording, I was like, I'm gonna have to cut this before, because like I wanted to get to Brilehaven in this video, but we were already at like 50-ish minutes at the end of that. I'm like, we don't have time.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
It's you.
Goodness, time to bid farewell to Martira, isn't it? I can't help but something.
Good grief.
That's right.
Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you received this mission from the hidden something. God damn it, I cannot read fast enough. My apologies, I didn't mean to ask such carelessness. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice from the Ujiv. There are none alive who would want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that is truly the case, then perhaps it is... I'm gonna stop trying to read. I cannot catch up. Sorry, the words are blurring together here for me.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright guys, we're boiling down here to the end of the video. I want to say as always, thank you so much for watching. Social media down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I know it's been a pretty kind of bland section of videos. You know, mostly just bounty hunting and doing little conversations with the allies. But we'll be getting into new story stuff and all that in the next one as we hit Brilehaven. Thank you for watching as always. Social media in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. But until then, I'm out.